Kia ora, tēnā koutou, hello and welcome back to another episode of Thaumcraft 4.2 with Birdtross. Last time we were working with this guy right here, the V's charging relay, and now we have it on the table. And I wanted to try setting up a piston thing for this, but we're going to try that probably a bit later on today, hopefully. Today I'm going to start the episode off by focusing a bit more on the Arcane Bore. So we have this thing right here, the Arcane Bore. It's pretty much mined out this next thing right here, and I did it using the Silk Touch Pick. I've put the Silk Touch Pick away now. I want to try setting up a sorting system that's going to be useful later on when we start moving down to the lower layers, doing stone and dirt and gravel and stuff, but also juicy, juicy loots. Many loots must be sorted. And rather than just sticking them in a chest right here, we're going to try setting up a system where they will get sorted into chests, as I just said. Looks like I'm still pulling some of these from those guys. Okay, I'm pretty low on air actually. I did go a bit caving and I had to zap a few guys. Anyway, let's go ahead and empty this chest out and get started. Okay, I wanted to try something a little bit here. So I've got the Silk Touch Pick in there. Is this off? I think that's off. I'm going to put a dropper right here. Am I going to face it probably back? I think actually we'll put it facing this way. I've got to get behind this guy. The plan is to immediately eject items out of this dropper using the smart detection system that I have down there. So we're going to set up a comparator to this. But the first thing I'd like to do is check if it actually works. So we should have some energy in there. It should be all good to go. Here we go. So let's mine out that one block. Let's see what happened. It did indeed go inside the dropper, so that is that test pretty much confirmed. The items will go inside here. So now all we need to do is set up the automatic detection system. Man, it's so cramped here. Okay, I've just set up the Arcane Bore at the new location here, ready to mine this out. It should be the right spot. Yeah, look, whoop. That does happen. The armor is really starting to take a beating here. I should consider either getting some repair enchants on it, thanks to infusion enchanting, or make some new armor. I'm going the wrong way. This pipe is in the way, man. Oh dear, I really want for the final base, I actually don't want everything to be sort of... You sort of want things to be organized, but I actually kind of want a little bit of a... I want things to be in the way like that. I think that will be... add some sort of nice charm to the base. You know how wizard towers sort of all crinkly and held up like magic? Sort of something like that, you know? One of the main problems that we're having with this design at the moment is that I actually do not have access to ice. And ice is really useful because items can basically slide along it even without a source of propulsion for a little while anyway. It's like to sort of slow down after a little bit. But that would be really useful in a situation like this where we're just going to basically be piping the items along. Hopefully this works. Right, so we're going to need one for loot. We're going to need one for stone, dirt, gravel. And that's pretty much it, actually. Cobble. Oh, and flint as well. Okay, we're going to need one for flint, right, so... Now, the redstone signal that's going to come into these is basically... It's not going to be strong enough to where the fact that these redstones are connecting together isn't going to be an issue. So we can do this, is what I'm saying. We can get away with doing that. Now these torches here are going to control some hoppers that will be going into chests. I actually need some trap chests, don't I, to test this out. So let's do that and that. Oh, and this is going to be the default route. Oh, okay, yeah, those will connect together. Yep. And yeah, okay, this one can just go there. So this system should be this should be okay now. Now all I really need to do is just assign what each of these is going to be. It went down to 18. Now the reason that this stopped dispensing items, if you recall, a redstone signal will deactivate a hopper, but this isn't currently getting a redstone signal. And the reason that it's not working is because this hopper down here is no longer accepting items because it is getting a redstone signal applied to it by this redstone torch. When there are enough items in this hopper, the comparator turns on, the redstone signal goes to here, and that signal goes down to here to deactivate this, which allows the hopper to go, and allows the items to be put in the chest. So in essence what I've built here is an item filter. And at least for the beginning here, we're only going to need 3 items here, just because we only have 3 types of clay that this thing is currently working through. So that's the first type, that's just normal clay. Let's make the next type red clay. We're going to need to do that, that's right. And this should work in much the same way. And see what happens. Okay, our problem is that it's receiving items too quick. Okay, we're going to need a way to... Stop! Hey! Said stop! I know a way to make it stop. Okay, so... it's going to need a way to work faster then. And let's see. Okay, they might be going a little bit too quick. Okay. I'm picking them up because I'm getting too close. But now I should just be able to dump these in here. That is making a bit of noise. Okay, let's see if I turn this back on. I guess it needs to pick. I guess what this needs to do is go into a block that's going into a torch. Okay, there we go. So that system should now... these two systems should now be linked together. This is filling up, but this durability is going down, hopefully quick enough. Oh, and plus it just pulls out randomly if there's multiple items in there. So let's go downstairs and take a look at whether or not this is actually working. Okay. We've run into a bit of a problem. Okay, that should be these systems back under control. Let's see if we can see anything happening. Yep, it's working. System should be ebbing and flowing. Look at that, that's beautiful. Oh, this was actually a little bit more interesting. It looks like the dropper actually shoots things out at a speed faster than it, or further than it should be. So if I come down here, do I find anything? Yeah. See, it's shot items out so far that they can't actually be picked up. Okay. That is definitely something to think about, and why something like a default route is perhaps important in this sort of system. Something to definitely think about. But yeah, I think this is it's definitely a solid sorting system for an arcane board. It's probably a bit overkill for something like this when it's just clay. Is this receiving gear? It looks like it is actually. It is pulling from here. So these V3 layers are close enough, okay. The arcane lamp isn't doing its job of lighting this place up. But yeah, I'd say this is a huge success. A victory for Minecraft sorting systems once again. It's a bit basic. It works. Okay, this is filling up though. Okay, and it is stopping and starting. Oh, okay, and that's a little bit of a bug, by the way. Whenever you open that up and it has no durability left, you can see the machine is still working because the blocks are disappearing, but when you open it up, the green beam will basically disappear. That is a small bug, but don't worry, the machine's still working just fine even though the green beam is not there. I'm standing too close. Great. Great little system. Yeah, but that's definitely version 1. There's definitely stuff to work on there. But anyway, let's let that system sort itself out over the rest of today. Let's go ahead and do something else today. Open the Thaumcraft. Is there anything cool that we can get started with? Thaumcraft related, rather. We've pretty much finished everything in the basic info tree. And we've sort of did that a bit. Huh? Making a stave? I don't really want to do that. I think what I should do, actually, is something like these two down here is probably a good start, because those two have been sitting there for quite some time. And I am running low on iron at the moment, and I'm probably thinking that that is going to be some sort of way for us to get more iron, which would be really convenient. So let me just top off the tank and see if I've got those hiding around here somewhere. There we go, these two. So we'll do these today, see what we get. Get some research underway! Metal purification, so that's metallum and auto. Laughably easy. So, let's see, that's vitreous. And vitreous is really... oh my goodness. Okay, so I guess we'll just do vitreous... Terra, vitreous. Da-da-da-da. Wow. Wow, that was sort of laughably easy right there. Maybe I'm sort of been taking Thaumcraft for granted, because that was really good. Right, metal purification though. That seems to have unlocked gold purification, which we can buy for the paltry 3 metallum, 2 auto, and 1 lucrum. So metal purification. Native clusters are rare concentrations of metals in its purest form. You have discovered a way to purify and concentrate normal iron ore into a native iron cluster. When smelted, these clusters produces twice the normal amount of iron ingots. Oh, okay. So I can throw iron ore into a crucible, or in our case a thaumatorium, and make myself native iron cluster, but that's going to cost 1 metallum and 1 auto. So do I know anything that's very easy for us to get metallum out of? Let's see. Holy on a sandwich. Okay, there's plenty of stuff there. Not seeing anything that's renewable right off the bat. Well, I guess technically iron is renewable because you can make iron golem farms. Okay. That's definitely something to keep in mind though. So it produces twice the amount... I see. I think I get it. So that's this right here. Twice the normal amount of iron ingots. Okay, is that I guess that's pretty reasonable. If I've got a heap of excess metallum and auto lying around, then yeah, I can do that with my iron. But let's have a look at the gold purification tab. Just quickly pick that up and see what it is. Okay, that's pretty much the same thing. Twice the amount of gold. So it's the same recipe. Okay, so that was pretty cheap. And we're still missing the required research to get that, whatever the heck that is. I guess we'll go ahead and do metal transmutation. Oh, okay, another really easy one. So we can go vitreous. Yeah. And permutatio. Yeah. So that can be permutatio, okay. So if we do... oh, I didn't need to get that. If we do auto... now what's metallum made of? So I could go Terra, scratch that. If I could do Terra and then vitreous, and that's probably the best way to do that, yeah. So that was another pretty straightforward one. Metal transmutation. Maybe I should do another one of these today. Okay, that's unlocked. Gold transmutation. Let's quickly read up on metal transmutation. You've discovered a way to multiply iron by steeping iron nuggets in metallum harvested from other metals. Oh, cool. So it's another way to get more iron. Take an iron nugget, 2 metallum, and you get yourself 3 nuggets. Righto, so let's actually have a look at the metallum that we've got. So 1 iron ingot has 4 metallum. And how much did that metallum did that cost? 2 metallum. So if I was using iron, I would get I could turn 2 iron nuggets into 6, which is still less than 1. Yeah, so it's most useful when you've got a heap of one metal and you're wanting to turn it into another. There's way more iron in the game than gold, so I'm thinking if I go ahead and get the gold transmutation, that's going to be 3 permutatio, which I always seem to be running low on, for whatever reason. There we go, it's probably going to be pretty much a similar story. In metallum and lucrum, I see. Okay, but I've got a heap of lucrum. Well, what do I know that has lucrum in it again? Let's have a look. Lucrum, here we go. Gold coins, diamonds, emeralds, clocks. Clocks require gold, don't they? So does gold ingots have... I haven't actually scanned gold ingots. This has probably been drenched in lucrum this whole time. Oh, okay, I probably scanned that at some point in one of the earlier episodes, but then the backup thing happened, so that's got 2 lucrum. Yeah, so it doesn't seem to be worth it to just, burn a metal to make more of it unless you're desperate. That's what it seems like to me, so that's pretty much this area of the tree sorted out. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and finish up magic tallow as well. I think magic tallow is going to be another one of these really cool ones. It's just been sitting around, it's just one of those basic things that you sort of need. Okay, that's going to be corpus and precontatio. So, that's mortuus and bestia. Bestia is modus and... Okay. So this is a pretty straightforward one as well. So corpus, corpus, corpus. Right, so we'll go bestia right there. Then we'll go motus. Then we'll go air and vacuous. Save some vacuous, very cool. Another relatively straightforward one. And I don't need to worry about copying the research. Not at all. Okay, so that's magic tallow out of the way. And that has unlocked alchemical duplication. You can never have too much of a good thing. You know what, I think I might go ahead and get that too, but let's have a look at magic tallow first. By processing and heating flesh in a crucible, you can create a mystical tallow suited for many arcane uses. This tallow can be used to craft candles. It is also possible to craft different coloured candles by combining a candle with a dye and an arcane workbench. Different coloured candles by combining a candle. Right. So there it is right there, the white tallow candle. That requires 2 magic tallow and string, and the recipe for tallow is rotten flesh and 2 precontatio. So that's a pretty basic recipe, so this is definitely one of the more basic materials inside of Thaumcraft. We're going to want to stock up on that by the sound of it. Now if I come down here, if I come to infusion, I think these tallow candles actually help the thing. Yeah, here it is right here. Candles, skulls, crystals, etc. They will reduce the instability. So, and you can see this picture's got very pixely candles right here. So this is a pretty basic resource that we can use to decrease the stability of our things. Oh, I've just seen this right here. I really want to have a look at that, but we need to save that for its own episode just because that looks so gosh darn awesome. Okay, I think we'll just finish off this episode by taking a look at alchemical duplication. That's going to cost 3 precontatio, 3 lucrum, and 3 fabrico. Okay, that appears to have gone down whatever tree this is. So alchemical duplication has unlocked alchemical manufacture and entropic processing. So this one here, you can never have too much of a good thing. There are many substances in the world that are alchemical in nature. By carefully adding the proper aspects to these substances, you should be able to make more of them. So gunpowder, requiring 4 ignis and 4 pedicio, will give you 2 gunpowder. Okay. Spend 1, get 2. That's quite a cool recipe. Oh, okay, there's even more. We've got slime balls. This is a good one. Clay. Oh, that's a really nice one, actually. Glowstone. Wow, and census and lux are really easy to make as well. I'm all over that. Wow, this is a really cool one. That's a really cool thing we've just discovered. And there's probably going to be a similar thing for these guys over here, and then a forbidden research, whatever the heck that is. We'll have to come back and find that in another episode, because we are all out of time for today. Sorry that this episode's a little bit shorter than normal, guys. I'm recording this the day before it goes up on YouTube, and normally I like to record these. I like to record them in the evening so that I can edit the episode in the morning and get it all uploaded and ready to go for the next day. But I'm recording this on the same day that I'm going to be editing it, just because I had the live stream. But it looks like the Arcane Bore is still going. Let's see what's happening. Uh-oh. We appear to have had a blowout. Oh my. Looks like it's almost finished, actually. This thing's actually almost empty. Okay, so it did eventually catch up. What's going on? Oh, they're going back in my inventory. Well, I'm actually quite surprised by the range. I thought the range was going to be a lot less, but that's quite good. Let's have a look at what was happening downstairs as well. This is actually a concerning behaviour, by the way. So what do we got? Okay, that's all goods. Looks like this. Okay, that's fine, and this is fine. Yes, so well, at least these held for a change. Yeah, it looks like we had a few stray blocks, so that's definitely something that needs to be worked out. And that noise is annoying, isn't it? Well, anyway, guys, thank you for watching this episode. Let's get up here. Thank you for watching this episode of Thaumcraft 4.2 with Birdtross. Hope that you guys have enjoyed my, what is actually a vanilla build here of a sorting system. Kia kaha, and I'll see you in the next video.